There we go. Hey everybody, welcome. It is Thursday, and for now, that is going to be our Tales Day. I've mentioned this on another stream, and I mentioned it here right at the beginning. We're going to move this over to, I think, Friday? We're still going to see on that. But, yeah, hope you're having a good one. Last time, we gained the ability of communicating through the heart. We can talk with Merity. We went and visited a professor of Keel's to ask for some help, and after a little bit of a interdiction by the forest, we're good now, sort of. It's still a little touch and go, but yeah, hope you're having a good one. The other thing I have up, I was talking about this in sort of the pre-stream here, is that I wanted to today show off the physical copy of the manual I am holding in my hands. I had a little bit of an issue before the stream with that, so instead we're going to go to the plan B for today, which is taking a look at the scans of the manual. But first, we gotta, figure out where things are. What are we doing?
According to the map, to reach Eternia City, I think we've got to go through the Forest of Temptation.
Don't you hate it when you have to go through the Forest of Temptation to get to the capital of the continent? That's such a pain. Yeah. So yeah, we'll take a look at the manual in a little bit here. I'm not going to put that right here at the beginning. We're going to go visit a forest first. We're all set, right? Yeah. So we also, my instincts, we also have a friend. Undini is here with us. We had a little bit of a fight, and to kind of, it's one of those I gotta prove you're serious sort of things. Undini, as we mentioned at the end of that last one, is a fight that is very, it's a big jump. It's the first real boss of the game. The little plant thing in the tree doesn't even get boss music, and Hiatus is the third fight in the game. But specifically, knowledge of using the block button is such a huge point for it.
Let's do it.
That's so many mushrooms. Yeah.
Fireball! Demon hammer! Demon hammer!
I don't have demon lightning hammer around. Okay, there it is.
Oh my!
Yeah. As well as using a spectacle to know what elements to use. Oh, that was something I was gonna try. So I did some in the interim, and this is something that's gonna come up a lot because I have a lot I want to show off about Tales of Eternia, and luckily we've got 2 playthroughs to talk about it all. I'm wondering if this will be something that exists on the remaster. I don't even know if this exists on the PSP, because this is a thing that exists specifically because of the call buttons. And so, hopefully, we can replicate this. This is a...
Let's do it! Ta! Fireball! 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 Fireball!
It's not fast as I want it to be. There's a specific glitch with jumping and then using your call buttons, where basically you get to ignore cast time.
Let's do it! Fireball! Ha! Fireball!
Nah. Ooh. Alright, hold on. Let's show these warriors what's up. So that's a full heal for the squad. That ends up being a pretty dang powerful piece of technology.
Demon lightning hammer.
Keel going for the beatdown. Eh.
We win.
New skill. Okay. Anyway, in addition to that, we're gonna swap back because this is a like speedrun pieces that I'm less excited about. Camp. Speaking of those, there's also a like way to clip through this forest on the world map, so you just don't have to do it.
Let's do it.
Ooh, there's a bridge?
Demon hammer.
I didn't think there was a bridge. Help. Help, you can't. But like, Keel spamming Fireball infinitely can just sort of stun lock every enemy. You can... Anyway. That's all irrelevant. You can see on the mini-map, we have a bit of a forest to go through. Let's go ahead and... This is the way you have to go to get to Eternia City. No wonder, Moral is like a self-sustaining community. You live in a tree, and like, our university has a port. Like, nobody wants to go over land. If you go over land, you have to go through the cave, through the tides, and then it's bad. Yeah, commoners aren't allowed to board the royal ship. We haven't talked much about the monarchy yet at this point, but we have alluded to the monarchy, and our current goal is to go talk to the king at Eternia to offload the task. Merity wants us to get the Greater Kramel's help. We got Undini, and some of the party is fine with just going, let's hand this one off. Okay. So this...
Let's do it.
Orc jelly.
Demon hammer. Swap demon lightning hammer.
Oh no. These are like the slimes with a little nucleus in them.
Yes.
That's good drops. Apple and orange gel. So this, this forest is... It's not exactly a Lost Woods, but you know the vibe you're getting here, right? Like, iron arms. Okay, what do we got? I assume. So this is knitted with metallic chain, and these are just... Yeah? Well suited for martial arts. I talk about, I've brought this one up a few times, but it's one of my favorites that we've watched, was this, pretty sure it was a Shaw Brothers Kung Fu film that was something to the tune of The Way of the Iron Fist. And the way of the Iron Fist, as we learn throughout the film, you know, the technique of the Iron Fist in order to defeat your foes, it's called a knife. You use a knife. That's the way of iron. You should just use a weapon. Like, Yeah, fists are cool. Stabbing your opponent, though, is a little more powerful than any sort of, like, punching you can do. So, like, maybe. Alright. Let's head deeper. Now, from memory, this is the way forward.
Let's do it.
Skeleton?
Demon lightning hammer. Wind blade.
That's just skeleton. Hold on, give me the deep. Give me the deets. No!
Is that it?
We will never know the deets. I think this is the way forward in, like, the abstract, but I think we have a puzzle we're solving here. This way? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ghoul. What's the temptation of the Forest of Temptation? Is it like becoming the undead?
Demon lightning hammer. Wind blade.
Spray. Swallow dance. Oh,
Tempted by skeleton? I gotta say, I'm already feeling pretty low on the monarchy. If the monarchy can't establish a route to even get to the capital, like, that doesn't seem, you know, like that's gonna be terribly effective. $400? Iron wrists. Can anyone else use that? I know that's our shield here. Yeah, okay. A little bit more,
Let's do it. Fireball. Swarm. Sonic demon lightning hammer.
Triple blossom.
these ones got the big punch.
No problem.
If your problem is serious enough, you will find a way past the skeletons. Misty robe. At least we're finding goodies here, right? A featherlight robe. A robe made of cloth thin as mist. Could pass. The robes get lighter. Okay, we got thick robe, featherlight robe, mist robe. You might think we've gone in a circle. We haven't yet. Defense and offense don't scale in the same way in the damage formulae. Defense upgrades are like 5 points. Offense upgrades are like 50 points. Like, so yeah, 6-point defense upgrade. Refined look. Okay.
Let's do it.
Merity, that's death. What is death doing here? Strong shadow, weak to fire and light.
Demon hammer. Demon lightning hammer.
Triple blossom. Ah!
Wind blade.
Grave.
Yeah, we gotta put him in one. Oh no. Oh god.
We're not gonna lose so.
Keel got frozen and exploded in a second. Splat. Well, we've got a few more life bottles now.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Do I have... I grabbed the book that was the bestiary. No, I grabbed the... Anyway, here's the puzzle. The path will be revealed when opposing statues face each other. Read, it's It's like reasonably straightforward. But yeah, we can't move these statues, though. The deity of confusion. The deity of order. The deity of creation. And the deity of destruction. Kefka laughing in the background. So we actually don't have to, and then this is the great deity. So, specifically we only need to move two of them. We need to move confusion facing right, confusion facing right, and creation facing left. Creation left, confusion right, the other two don't move. Now the thing is, we don't move them here, we have to go find them in the forest. So I hope you're ready for, like, getting lost in the woods.
Demon lightning hammer.
Like I said, it's not quite a Lost Woods, but, like, it's not a Lost Woods.
Demon hammer. Demon lightning hammer.
Okay.
We did it!
How much defense was that on that level? Three, I think? Yeah, I think that was 3 defense on the level. Okay. Fairly curious, just like... Normal things? Okay, free life bottle. Means we're in a new position.
Let's do it. Demon lightning hammer. Wind blade.
Palm strike!
My buddy, you gotta keep fair alive.
Demon lightning hammer. Fireball.
Okay.
We win.
This forest is, luckily, it is, like, normal. Like, this fits on a 2D plane, is the way I'd put it. We're not, like, weirdly syrup bottle. Protects against freeze, poison, and stun, but drops your attack. Oh. I didn't realize we found a savory. So, this game has Slyo Snags. I've talked about how I've played a number of these games, and the idea that I continue to come across is I just hand these to my lead. So Reed here is gonna be eating good. I don't know how that, like, 5% works, if that wants to be held on for later, or, like... The other thing is that, like, Reed actually has the lowest score here. That would... from 136 to 142. Alright, we don't want to move that one. That statue is immobile. Pine Gel. Pine Gel is, big orange. Now, we do not have Lemon Gel, which is the opposite of... This one's easy to miss, by the way. The fact that there is a right exit from this is also fairly important. Flare Bottle. Flare Bottle's a new bottle as well. Flare Bottle is attack up, defense down. Alright, creation was left.
Let's do it.
As we talked. I love the way these things do a little punch.
Aqua edge.
Swallow dance!
Did we get him?
Okay, creation, left. And then it was like confusion, right. So we found one. Oh, I should, just for visual here, I'm gonna do this. When we use the holy bottle, we get this little effect on us. The holy bottles are, from my memory, like half encounter rate. We're not gonna touch the Grim Reaper. And here's confusion. Contraption has moved. So yeah, the other two are also out here to make you, like, make poor decisions. Finding creation is the one that's, like, a pain. Ah! If the Grim Reaper touches you, it's like poison. Life bottle? Maybe less than half. Yeah, so here's destruction, but, like, we're not gonna bother with destruction. Yeah, like, okay, so right now, 732. 669. So we got a little bit of... Oh, quickie? Quickie. Well, we've lost Quickie and Merity.
Let's do it.
You know what? I'm out. I'm leaving. Peace out. Peace out. We leaving. We don't need to, I don't need to deal with this. Now, well, Merity's not in the party. Like, come on. So, Quickie, though, and Merity leaving is here to tell you where has changed, because contraption has moved. And luckily for us, the river is a nice place with a load point. We get one of these basically in every dungeon. There are nice points to have conversations. There are nice points to relax, heal up.
Say, Merity, if we somehow gather all the greater Kremls, what do we do then? Utiusu, Iridina, Duya, Duma Dundu.
It is... We're not done with this yet. It is already decided?
Return to Celestia.
Yeah. But yeah, we are this is like continuous. We have like, you know, we're able to talk with Merity, but not perfectly.
To Celestia? How? I do not know.
Well, the spaceship did blow up or whatever, right?
It sounds as though that may be a bigger hurdle than gathering all the greater Kremls.
If that's true, how did you come to Eternia? The two worlds have been out of contact for 2,000 years.
Oh yeah, Keel, did we not tell you about the spaceship, Keel?
I came on a Kreml craft. It can fly in the skies.
That's nonsense. That kind of technology is impossible.
That's garbage. It's just Keel like, flat? Impossible.
Maybe you've never heard of it, but we saw it with our own eyes.
It was flying, but then it crashed. It is true.
Then take me to the crash site. I can't believe it unless I see it myself.
Well, Keel, I really want to show it to you, but...
For an object to levitate, does it use reciprocal Kreml placement? Or Or maybe artificial grobial distortion. No, that would create a problem with the conservatism principle.
Keel, I don't want to disappoint you, but
I love anytime Keel just goes into his own head and just starts rattling off like Krabel science.
Well, let me first see the craft. After I measure the cranial density in the area, I should be able to derive a hypothesis.
Again, if we measure the Krabel density, perhaps we could deal with the artificial grobial distortion field and the reaction. But that doesn't account for the Krabel hypothesis.
Well, where's it at?
Impossible! Cranocraft explode into many, many pieces.
Yeah.
No.
it's true. Reed and I were there.
Like, I kind of am imagining this from Keel's perspective of, like, student who's been kicked out of a university who has this, like, gigantic worldview of, has read the entirety of the encyclopedia and is like, ah, yes, everything that is knowledge I have to take in to know it's real, and then just is told, like, yeah, I came over on a spaceship, like, what, you don't have those? Like, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, what on earth are you talking about that's so far outside of anything that could possibly exist?
It was pretty scary.
It can't be destroyed. A flying machine? A revolutionary technology?
Well, I'm sure we'll find something to get us to Celestia. Yeah, no problem.
No problem. Quickie. And like, I guess the other side of that is like, you can talk to Kramels. That's a science. You can literally talk to Kramels. They exist, and like mages speak in Melnyx to be able to like calm waters, bring great winds, build fires. And we also just have the Forests of Ghosts, and the ghosts are here. That's also part of science. No problem. Monster, pirate, whatever. I'll take them all on. Alright. We'll save here because we're at the load point. And we're also healed up mostly. That didn't heal Reverse doll. Ooh. Reverse doll. Voodoo doll? I guess we're still translating in the... Anyway. This is the, like, auto-revive accessory that explodes when it does its thing. These don't tend to be that useful because, like, you can't switch equipment in combat, so, like, they're more of a gimmick than anything. Alright, but we are in the second half of the dungeon, and we found a lemon gel. So, apple, lemon, orange, pine. Pine is like the same color as lemon, though I associate proxy puppet, yeah. Rebirth doll, yeah, like... I associate pine gels with being green, and lemon gels with being yellow, but here they're like both yellow. Orange gel is orange, apple gel is red, which is also correct, and then like melange gel is pink. hold on. I can learn about skeleton finally.
Here.
Swallow dance.
Demon hammer.
Ha. Pump.
Sonic blade. Sonic blade.
We won.
I should check my skills. So throughout the... Oh, God. Ooh, Neosonic Swarm. Hell yes. This is Sonic Blade and Swarm, but it gets Neo in there. We'll go with Neo on that, and we'll go Healer on the other. That clock is last time since save, yes. It has been 2 minutes since our save. That way you know, like, oh, you've been, like, you open the menu and immediately have a number that's like, oh my god, I've been playing for an hour and I haven't saved. Saving is a free action. You can save anywhere. So, like, you should. That clock is a good, oh, that's wrong, let me save quick. Because the difference between where you save is where you load. If I save here and I load, I'll go back to the river because that's where the last crystal was, or if I'm on, like, the... Anyway. Jungler! Tell me about the jungler. Who's jungling today?
Demon hammer. Demon lightning hammer.
Lightning.
Wind blade.
Here.
Triple blossom. Toe. Ha.
Wind blade.
Palm strike.
I'm trying to get...
Lightning.
Neosonic swarm.
There we go. There's Neosonic Swarm.
Toe. Ha.
Wind blade.
Hello? Hello? Get back here.
Okay.
Okay. Charm Bottle. Now, Charm Bottle... Concentrated stash. An item that just gives you a 30% discount. I can have an orange gel here too. That has a different use. Okay, no, we want to go up. Item. The water crystal. The hell's the water crystal? Oh. You can use it on any light blue Crable you want. You know? So these are like items you can feed to up their vitality, not their level. The level is important for learning spells. The vitality is basically just for casting. How many light blue Cramels are there? Well... We don't know the names of all of our other Cramels.
Let's do it.
And Ghoul Inspector.
Sonic blade. Neos fireball. Demon lightning hammer.
Demon Lightning Hammer is like my favorite for being a million hits.
Demon lightning hammer.
It has a weirdness because
Don't let your guard down.
Lightning Strike it sometimes misses based on distance. So, plain gel. Orange gel. Alright, we ready to fight another jungler? No. Goodbye! Got him!
Let's do it. Demon lightning hammer.
Rain.
Demon hammer.
Spread.
Ha.
Swarm! Fireball!
Ha ha. We don't lose.
Isn't it there's only one sphere fitting that color? Yeah. Like, it's called a water crystal. Because we can see on skills the different coloration. You can see, for at least for these, we've seen light dark. Frick! Fine, we're jungling today.
Demon Lightning Hammer! Aqua Edge!
Sonic Fist. Tuh.
Spread!
Tuh.
Gotta remember to reverse because we've jumped
Wind Blade!
over.
Ha.
There's the little needle attack.
Wind Blade!
Tuh.
We won!
Yeah, this place has like dozens of items for us. Wind crystal. Okay. Could be for anyone.
Let's do it.
I'm good.
Ah.
Here, there!
Fireball!
Anyway, I need to go back. I was like down this way, down here.
Sonic Blade!
Sonic Fist.
Wind Blade!
Spread!
Demon Lightning Hammer!
Palm Strike.
There,
Tuh.
there!
Tuh.
Fireball!
There!
Tuh. Ha. Ah.
Wind Blade!
Ha. Ha.
Yes!
We gotta fight all the junglers. It's Warwick. It's Rammus. Rammus is in the jungle. It's Garen is somehow in the jungle. It's Jarvan, who's also in the jungle.
Let's do it.
And who could say who the last one in the jungle could be? It could be
Demon
anyone.
Hammer!
Ow.
Sonic Fist. Ah.
The Grim Reaper is just over my head killing my ass.
Demon Hammer! Demon Lightning Hammer!
Tuh. Ha. Sonic Fist.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you just punch death and steal death's carrot, you know? Let's go up and left. Oh, one thing we can do. That's a way I can assist with, This place is so huge. Here we are. Okay, finally. Found the most important of items. A special potion. It can transform items into... What could it do? What could it be? Basic functionality of the rune bottle. This is a pretty rare item. You don't run into this a lot. We'll get like a high single-digit number of these over the course of time. It effectively reverses an item. So, basic level, apple gel becomes orange gel. You probably don't want to use it for that. But what that means on weirder items, who can say? We'll mess around with that a little bit later. First, we gotta fight a jungler.
Swarm! Sonic Blade! Neosonic Swarm! Sonic Neosonic
You
Swarm!
can use that to, like, turn items, like, up that you really would not be able to get easily, is the main use of it. Bastard sword. Okay. A long one-handed sword. Less accuracy than the dagger, but doesn't have the element, but is slightly stronger. 20 points on slash, 5 on thrust. You can transform, if you remember, a buyable ice-resistant cape into an unbuyable fire-resistant cape. Yeah, that's a good example of what that could do. Once we're out of a dungeon, I'll do some playing with it a little bit, because we can just, like, save load. Get out of me. Get out of my... Well, we're back here. Okay, well... So yeah, we'll save like this, and then... What's the... Item... Rune bottle... So like, reverse doll is targetable. Tuna is targetable? Charm bottle is targetable. I want you to picture in your mind, what is the opposite of, like, Tsuchinoko real, right? What does that mean, to be the opposite of Tsuchinoko real? Tuna turns into a nut? Reverse doll. So, reverse doll is one that I do remember. And this is something I recall being worth doing early. Because it turns into a Sephira. And that doesn't, like, break. That's a much better thing than a one-shot revive in my mind. So, and we also don't have enough accessories as is for anybody. So, that one I will keep. Alright, we're looking for one more? Oh goodness. Down from here?
Let's do it.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks. Oh, okay, never mind. We're fighting. We're fighting after all.
Fireball!
Swallow dance.
Block this overhead. Block this low.
All right.
Anyway, 560 gold off that. Are we down from here? No, this was the first one. God, alright. How about, like, up and then this way? Then down? Some games nerf Sephira 50% instead of... That's fair. It's a lot of money. Yep.
Let's do it. Demon Lightning Hammer!
Sonic Fist.
One of those you upgraded. Yeah, you use a Sephira on a rune bottle on a Sephira.
Wind Blade!
I think the charm bottle is another one in my mind that is like you want to try this out.
Did you think you'd win?
I don't remember that, but like anything that's unique is worth trying because like then you might have something cool. All right, we had one here.
Let's do it.
Where have we not gone? This is the first dungeon, by the way, in the game that like is actually like large and testing you. The charm bottle to the harm bottle. It makes shops more expensive. I don't know why you'd want this, but you can have it. Okay. Thou shalt endure the eternal suffering of the one curses. Alright, fine. Jerk. Alright, where the hell's the one curses?
Demon Lightning Hammer!
But this is the best like showing for like, hey, you should be cooking. It's a good way to keep your resources up.
Fireball! Did we get him?
This way? Down here? Sephira is singular of Sephiroth. Oh, okay. We, instead of making lettuce, cucumber, tomato, we made a snow shard. Which, to answer the question, because that one's for a blue Kreml. That's different. Blue and light blue Kremls are different. Curse of bad grammar, yeah. Down from... Oh my god. I am cursed by... This is the curse of the skeleton right here.
Demon Lightning Hammer! Aqua Edge! Aqua Edge!
But yeah, the shards are
We're not
one-to-one.
gonna lose so easily.
We will meet, the Ice Kreml in this game is, I think, the most well-known. Well, second most? Well, third most? I'm a second or third. In some crossover games, thinking of Tales of the World. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Shinkutir. It's specifically that the Ice Kreml in this game is playable in other titles. So, but we also have our big Kremls at the back who are also pretty big names. All right. We went this way. There's no down from here.
Demon Hammer!
Triple Blossom.
Okay.
Okay.
This way? No. I'm stuck behind a... Help. Yeah, we were up here, and there's no exit in this room.
Let's do it.
Swallow dance.
Ice needle.
Fireball.
Okay, let's...
Rain.
This has got to be, like, on the inside, because I'm doing, like, an outside... Another reverse doll. Okay. Because I'm doing, like, an outside search, right? So there's got to be, like, just, like, an exit like this that I'm not taking. Or, like, a visible... an exit that doesn't feel visible that I'm just not taking.
Let's do it. Swarm.
Luckily, with our double gold and our using, like, double gold means we'll be able to recover all of our resources very quickly when we hit town. So, no problem.
All right.
Potato, 1. Did the ghoul have that, or did the ghost have that? Piran? Yeah, here we are. Cool. One last jungler for the road.
Demon lightning
Oh,
hammer.
get back here.
Demon lightning hammer.
Ice needle.
Wind blade.
Spread.
Ha! Palm strike.
Get that multi-hit on spread, which is really important.
Don't let your guard down yet.
Okay. And our last goodie. Our last goodie is our last of our mainline gels. This one's blue. Alright, we need to get out of here, which is like... Yeah,
Let's do it.
60-60, that's...
Swarm. Neosonic swarm. Swarm.
Neo.
Sonic fist.
I always loved that the upgraded swarm was called Neosonic Swarm. I thought that was like the raddest name you could come up with for an upgrade. Okay. The 1 curses have been lifted. And with that, we're out.
Brr. That forest is so eerie. Let's hurry up and go to Eternia City, where it's more pleasant.
Brr. You can see Eternia City over there on the distance. But I think this is a good time for us to pull up the manual. I wanted to have this here, so let's go ahead and pull up. As I said before, I wanted to do this physically with my webcam, but we'll find a point for that later. And that'll be a fun little bit to add. But this is going to be, let me pull this up, taking a look at our Tales of Destiny manual here. This is a scan we have of our PlayStation manual. Sly's hands will return, indeed. But yeah, this is also notable. The cover of the manual is the same as the box cover. This is the front box cover of Tales of Destiny 2. However, the art on the discs is obviously different bits. The inside also has different arts. Which is a piece that I'll get to show off at a later point. But we've even got some excellent arts in here. So let's take a look. Warning: handling your PlayStation disc. Do not bend it, do not crush it or submerge it in liquids, do not leave it in direct sunlight or near a radiator. Be sure to take an occasional rest break during extended play. Okay, good. We've got our, the parasol in the back here. our bits here are very important because setup number one, I'm pulling this up. This is one of the most important games to have use of the multi-tap. The PlayStation 1 only has 2 controller ports. PlayStation. Hell, we have that for so much, actually, thinking about it. We only have 2 controller ports, but you can plug in a multi-tap, sold separately, to allow 4 controllers to be used, and this game does work with 4-player multiplayer. Yeah, this is one of the titles that uses it, and like playing a Tales game multiplayer is such a fun time. It's the reason that the original stream of Tales of Eternia, if you go on the YouTube archive, is me and Mike playing it over bad technology in the year 2016. Things have gotten a lot better on that end. These days we would just like boot up Parsec and do like couch co-op like Ty has done in previous years. But yes, multi-tap. So, important thing here. We also have our memory card. Multiplayer's what made Grace's F one of your favorite games. I love the Tales multiplayer is an important piece to be. Oh, we also, if you take a look at the background here, we also have the character art we're going to be seeing on different pages. Keep an eye out on that. The specific art on this game is just beautiful stuff. Let me pull up. That is Inamata? Yeah. Inamata's done a number of these, like, had done a number of these art pieces over the years. But she passed away, God, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, yeah. Pulling up my notes. But basically throughout the Tales series has done these, like, beautiful character arts. The next week. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, move diagonally. Hold down the square button and get directional buttons. Okay. Shoot with the Sorcerer's Ring and Freeze Ring. Someday we'll see that. Soft reset. I'd kind of forgotten. That was a pretty common thing on a PlayStation game, was the, like, all shoulder buttons start to, like, soft reset. Toggle auto cook. We haven't been using that yet. Probably not a bad idea. Zoom battle in and out. I'll have to check that. Into the different expression and reading Fair's portrait numbers. I'll have a thing to show you at the end of this for that. I love their expressions, though. Like, we've got, like, kind of pouty read here. I basically never use the command gather and the command jump. Those are very strange bits, but here we've just got it's read. Yep. Things Arise could have used. Oh my god. Imagine Arise having a command and jump so that you could use, what, 2/3 of those gun kit moves? Alright, life in the sleepy village of Rasheen has been serene and peaceful for many years. Then one day, a strange spacecraft crash lands in a nearby forest. When the local teens, Reed and Farah, venture the forest to investigate, they find amid the wreckage a mysterious young girl brings a message of a different place. Message of a pending doom. Driven by only their desire to help the mysterious young girl, Reed and Farah leave Rasheen and set out to learn the truth about the fate of the world. Following this tale of adventure, danger, and discovery with Reed, Farah, and the others who they encounter along the way, unravel the riddle that shrouds this mysterious girl, explore towns, dungeons, battle strange and voracious creatures, then confront the unknown forces that threaten to change their destiny too. And we've got an image of Reed fighting a beast bear from the second screen of the video game below that. Okay. And here we've got like, kind of like, sad, sort of like side-eye. I always love, I like games having manuals for the, like, setting up the, like, what to expect in a game. The idea of, you know, reading the manual before you play it, or, like, on the way home, or, you know, things like that. Anyway, Eternia, where two worlds meet, not the name of this game. Separating two worlds, transparent sea of clouds named the Orbis Barrier. Inferior Celestian, the Orbis Barrier, and compose Eternia, the crossroad of two worlds. Infernia is rich with academia, art, and history. Because a succession of kings ruled over the world with an iron fist, Inferia has avoided outbreaks of war for 500 years. Every Inferian wears a choker as a sign of their allegiance to the Empire. Hello? You know, you learn something new every single day that you play anything. Life is learning. I don't think I ever noticed that either. Like, that's something I'm gonna want to keep an eye at. Anyway, Celestia, the world of the skies above, a place inhabited by uncivilized beings, or so the Inferians believe. However, without the knowledge and technology to make contact with Celestia, the true nature of Celestians remains a mystery. You know, I thought everyone was fashionable. Yeah. Of course, the true nature of the Celestians is they have space travel, so that's, you know. Seifert. We have Seifert mentioned in here. The creator that holds the faith. We haven't had a lot of specifics of the religion come up yet, but it has been mentioned a number of times. Place their faith in the god Seifert. Then the holy grounds of Farlos is the origin of its faith. Cities flourished around Seifert shrines. Followers in this faith grew in size due to the socio-political power of Seifert. Kramels are everywhere. They're in the soil, water, air, trees, and many other material objects that exist in Eternia. People live their lives borrowing the elemental power of the Kramels' various shapes and forms. Magic of Kramel arts is their natural phenomena, are all generated by the Kramels. And then we have Melnick's. We talk about Melnick's civilization. Thrived in its advanced technology and flourished. Perpetual wars and destruction put an end to civilization. Remnants of ancient culture can be found in the form of Melnick's language, scriptures, and artifacts. Even today, Kreml mages chant in it. So, our setup, I'm really happy about reading the bit about the Inferian king and the choker everybody wears as a sign of the allegiance. Like, clearly you can see, like, on the form the choker takes is different. You see that Farah has, like, a little ribbon on, and Reed has that little, like, neck ring. Watch the opening movie, then press start and display the title screen. Got all of our options, save load, difficulty normal or hard. We do actually have more difficulties than that, but that's for after you've finished the game. Pulled up the Japanese manual to skim it real quick. This game had Pocket Station support. Not only, yeah, denied a rhythm game, little pixel Merity dancing on you, not VMU. This game had a lot. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get the Pocket Station in the remaster, but we gotta have the skits. If we don't have the skits, I don't know. We have to have them. Sound test. Pen pot. Adjust the left and right balance of sound volume. One of the objects I also have in here with my copy of Tales of Destiny 2 is my copy of the Tales of Destiny 2 soundtrack on its own CD. The tracks on this game are fairly short. Most of them are about like a minute and a half on repeat. But enjoyable. I like the soundtrack of this game. We have our window color options. We've got Annoyed Farah. We have... So, encounter isn't like turn on and off encounters. It's like, you know, at the beginning of the battle, it like scrolls right, shows everyone scrolls left. Turn off event voices. Why would you do that? Map screen. Town dungeon screen. Kind of annoyed read. Battle screen, menu screen. Huh. Yep. Read Farah, Merity, and Keel, level 33 here. Pretty normal things we learn here. We get to see a larger set of moves that Farah has, including Mirage, Death Blossom, Rising Dragon Strike, and a couple of them that are turned off. Sure, there was an old school Pierce the Arrow, wanted a voiceless text-only RPG. I talked about this with finding the PSP version of the game. The most common version of the PSP version of the game that you can find is like an undub that puts the Japanese voices in this, because like the voices, I don't think the voices are notorious, but apparently they're notorious to others. But semi or auto, it doesn't mention manual, but you do have manual if you have the manual, which is not in the manual, but the manual. I understand wanting to turn off the battle stuff, but there's a joy to yelling your attacks in my mind, so... Notes about pressing the X button, toggling to see Bastard Swords description. And then bits here, that's green means it's new, and that's usable, non-usable, equipable, or battle only. Haven't done much and probably won't do much with the, like, strategy bars, but they are useful. And individual and aggressiveness and all that. Formation is quite useful. And also our multi-tab. I'm so happy about like the multi-tab being useful. But the big thing here, as we've used, is you control the first player character. Equip stuff. Accessories are not automatically selected using this function. You do have an optimize. Like, there's a optimize button that'll optimize, and you do have, like, optimize slash, or optimize thrust, or optimize kick, optimize punch. We have our stats. The main things in here, I love that, like, so we have strength, the character's power. Like, intelligence affects the power and success rate of criminal arts as well as resistance. Luck, the level of luck. Evade, it's evade. What do you want? Like, yeah, it's luck. Do I need more than that? What are you talking about? Changing character names. Daryl. Okay. And then fulfilling certain requirements, you get titles. You can change your title. It's neat. We've seen the cook bit with the auto cook, and you also don't auto make the dish successfully, and using the dish multiple times will make it easier to use. That's why those stars are under a character when I was using the fruit juice. The Wonder Chef is disguised and hidden in various places all over Eternia. Cramel Cage. So we won't yet get to this. We might get to one of these today. We'll see if we get to our second Cramel today. It's probable. I love to explore and talk to everyone, so I go at a slower pace than I think anyone else would, but look, I love investigating. There are arts that you learn that aren't spells. Like, we'll see those as we learn new arts, but there are arts that are just like passives. Fringing. Fringing is combining Cramels across from each other to learn new combinations of skills. So, yep, save. Then loading in town and map, you get there, but you load in a dungeon, you load wherever. Traveling on the map, we got the compass, we got the movement, we can LR to turn the map. The menu that we pull up that has camp, you might notice if you can see very tiny here. We have other things we get in that menu as well, with some sort of skating board. As you progress in the game, various types of transportation will be available for use. Listed below are the controls for the Van Eltia. Whatever that is. What's the Van Eltia? I don't know. Look, stop asking questions. Select gets you hints, it doesn't get you skits. I keep getting drawn to the page numbers. I have a thing for that at the end of this. Oh, we have Keel in the background, finally. Shopping. You are only allowed to carry 15 of any one item. Find inns with beds to get a good night's sleep. Camping only heals HP, not TP. What? Reed got hit. It's battle. Reed has 9,992 HP, fighting against one striker. The swapping party from forward to reverse just like makes it so they want to swap directions, so casters go in the back the other way if you get cross-up. Game over. We haven't seen this one. When the game ends, when all your HP hits 0, retry is lose half your money, go back to last town, and go to quarter HP. But you keep all your experience. So, like, it's a forward progress death. Points. You get battle ranking for points. We also have our bonus points for like max hit. That's you get more experience for like little bonuses. You see that like 25. player character. Oh, yeah, the default character is Reed. In battle, I can hit select to turn it from auto to, or like semi-auto to auto if I just want to like let the CPU play. Dashing, overheads. We have different combos, like basic combos. You have a 2 and 3 hit basic for slashing. Specifically calling out here that your basic, your 5S is a slash, whereas your 2S is a thrust. And like jump thrusts are holding down while jumping. Guarding reduces HP loss by 3/4. Then we have the shortcuts. Yeah, and here we have the like slash thrust, different combo kits. Yeah, you can't block like fireball. Luckily, the technique that Undini was using wasn't a spell; it was like a tech. So, practice thrust, practice you get Sonic Blade, you get Demon Hammer. Combos, things like that. The triple hit, technical smash. You get, if you see that tech smash that pops up when you do like a 3-hit or like a combination that goes like 3-hit art, sacred art, that ups item drop chance and bonus experience based on max hit combo. So. Alright, status effects. Poison. HP decreases, it affects in and out of battle. I like that everything is just panacea. Stun is you will die. Like, you won't, one hit hits you to KO. KO is over there with the birds. You get like Street Fighter 2 stunned, you know? It's like a paralyze. TP decrease on weak is annoying. Freeze is like you get exploded if you get hit. That's why Keel exploded in that one fight. You just take half your health on a bonk. Accuracy and defense down, you can't heal off. And double spellcast speed. How rude. Okay. We got our cast, and we got our nice art for each of them here. 5'10", 18 years old, Reed. Teenage hunter, born and raised in Machines. Laid-back character with only one purpose, to eat and live in peace. Remarkable scored skills, honed and mastered through hunting and self-training, wields mysterious powers, unknown even to himself. He's just a lad who lives in the woods and, like, hunts rabbits. As we've seen with him in the game so far, he's basically been kind of drawn along on the journey. Meridy's the driving force, and Farah's pulling everyone else along. Also, Farah's blah. Farah, 5'3". Childhood friend Reed Keel makes a living as a helping hand at the farm. Disciplined student of martial arts. Caring, altruistic girl with strong sense of right and wrong. She goes out of her way to help others, even if no one's exposing herself to danger. I wasn't ready for 5'3". I'll be real. Keelsy Bell. Physically weak and prone to exhaustion, Keel possesses superior knowledge and intelligence. Kramal mage and student of light Kramology at Minch University, Keel is always hungry for facts, thrives on knowing the unknown. He can sometimes be blinded by his over-reliance on science. Keel also has a choker on. It's a white one under his collar. Okay. Merity. Mysterious girl who one day fell from the skies in a spacecraft and was rescued by Farid and Farah. Nothing is known about her except she loves to spontaneously break out and dance to rhythms. Genus! Oh! We have a genus for Quickie? Patron... Patrachinius? Length. Okay, hold on. Length 28 inches, ears 5 inches of ears, 18 inches of tail, and also once used as a guinea pig for crable experimentation. Quickie has since become Merity's best friend and travels where she goes. Who did this? $200 G's. Anyway, we get to see our first few Great Ogre Kramels. The 3 Great Ogre Kramels that reside in Inferia. Undine, the gentlest of all Great Ogre Kramels. She guides and protects Reed and the others along their long journey. Sylph. Get to meet Sylph soon. The most mischievous of all the Great Ogre Kramels. Don't let his appearance, size, and sea view could be a strong ally or enemy. And Ifrit, short-tempered summer fire Kramel, maybe a fearful opponent, he'd be a great ally. So yeah, we'll meet, as we know, there are more. The greater Kramels are the summon spirits that we have across basically every Tales game. Doing the Journey of Restoration in Symphonia, or like the 4 greater elementals in Xillia, or you turn some of the, I want to say Telethia, but that's Xenoblade. The beasts, the like Sphinx and big beasts of the world get turned into summoned spirits in Vesperia as we change from Blastia to Mana. Versus elementals, we didn't like Salamander, I guess. Yeah, we've got a Freet instead of Salamander. Credits. Here we've got someone. I don't know who this is yet. They've got a little buddy too. Look how cute they are. The credits are like, again, as I've mentioned, English language voiceover recordings, Webtone Productions. Yep. Alright, I have one other thing I need to pull up for you on this. And that is, let me close this down for just a second while I change it. We're changing slides in the slide deck. Please hold. Okay. So, I want you to keep an eye in the bottom right. This is something that's way easier for me to do in paper, but we can still do it here. It's a little flip book. That's what's been happening in the bottom with the bottom corner. So let me swap us over to read flipbook. I literally made a little slide deck for these so that we could show them off specifically. You can flip a lot faster. Alright, keep your eyes on Reed. The corner. So, that's the other secret of the manual. I hope you enjoyed the secret of the manual. Alright, let me close that down. Oh, we got 16,000 bucks. Okay. So, pretty quick walk over to Eternia City after...
Let's do it. Swarm! Fireball! Oh, my.
So here we are.
Brr, that forest is so eerie. Let's hurry up and go to Eternia City, where it's more pleasant.
We can see over there also we have another small town on the bay at the mouth of that river. Oh, hi. And here we get to introduce Merity to, the institutionalized racism of Eternia that was in the wiki, in the encyclopedia, talking about how the Celestians are savages from thousands of years ago. Like, in almost a, like, we blame the hurricanes on them level of disasters. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Keel? Biba? Like, laid back accepting small towns that we've been kicked out of, mind you. Cities are full of people close to maybe restrained. The larger thing that would come up is I think we understand Merity. Nobody else understands Merity, right? We talk about, like, Merity's, like, the actions, but, like, more the idea of, like, running around speaking in mage. I don't know how well known mage is. You bet. Sad, you bet. We're not meeting with the king. We're talking with everyone in town. Golden Dreams. No, tell me about Cramel Shards. Thanks. Alright, what do we actually got here? Alright, we should refresh on these. We can buy dark bottles if we want more encounters, I guess. Are Cramel cages common things to have? In Minch, they're like, Cramel cages are a fairly, like, normal thing in the sense that, like, Cramel mages and people who use them are a known quantity. It's not like the fact that we can put a greater Cramel in a cage is a unique piece with the parasol. Thanks for the premiere ball. Oh, okay. Reads 18, it's fine. Are... Specialist tools, yeah, like, you wouldn't expect everyone to have, but, like, it's normal to see. Hey, you. I know what Rasheen's fashion looks like. Rasheen's was the where the fashion was from. Do you want to know? No, it's like, I'll never get there, because, like, you have to go through the Forest of Temptation, where there's all the ghosts and the Grim Reaper lives. And the king hasn't done anything about the Grim Reaper in 500 years, but, you know, praise be to the king. I've got my Chokron and everything, so it's cool. Machines. Alright. Shop of Valor. I don't think I've probably haven't been looking too much for lenses. I'm sorry, the Heavy Grave. Yeah, we a lot of translation, especially in these, like, eras, talking about, like, PS1. I know, like, I remember, like, reading up on how FF8 was done. You, like, translating in context is not something you would get to do. It's just like, hey, here's all the items. It's like, well, there's a spell named Grave. Bird whistle. Lubricant curly, yeah. I'll put you in the Heavy Grave. Anyway, welcome. We've got the arena. We can do arena fights. How geeky. Everyone commenting on our dress? Because we're, like, we are really building up how in the boonies Rashine's is. Damn. You have to win the city championship before you challenge the national championship. That's the rule. If you overestimate your strength, you'll die. There we got someone who's rightfully annoyed at, like... Hey, why do we have, like, all the bears in the arena? Uh-huh. Basic, ground, anti-air, air, and power. And then big arena. Let's go check the other side. Actually, let's go check for kids? Do we have kids in the arena? Do we... Bombay's Cress's best armor and Fantasia. For kids. Got a lot of nice tools over here. Like a shears, a lot of like cloths, a lot of real tools just here. That's nice. Alright. Let's get blasted. $5,000. Alright. So we don't get any items. We don't get to use our R items, and we get full healed, but... Well. Good luck. And you can see everybody up on the top there. Right there, top left. Oh. Are you ready? Immediately off to the side.
Demon lightning hammer! Demon hammer!
Well. Reed is not ready for locals. Yeah. I think we can do the city tournament at this point. But it's fine. What's our other... I'll pass on that. The arena does have some fun stuff for us later. We'll be getting extra money. I'm not worried about that. Anyway, here's a place we had name dropped earlier. Oh, we can't go investigate yet. Give me all your food, please. I need 10 of everything. This is where the rest of my money's going. Ooh, we get to hear about the gossip. Lord Rowan and Princess Arende. We who live out in the booties again. Who the hell's Princess Arende and Lord Rowan? What do you mean a love triangle? Who's the third in this? Lord Louis. Oh no. But how does Lord Rowan feel about Lord Louis? Arende is the royal princess, Rowan the captain of the guard, and Louis is the senior knight. Feels like a conversation that would trigger a skit. Alright, so we just have to go talk to the king, and... Hey, can you let us through? What do you want? Anyway, the royalty is going really well over the last 500 years. This isn't no Dragon Quest where you go talk to the king and the king hands you 200 gold and a copper sword. Guards are ready to just kill us in the street. We gotta go. Just carry Keel. I'm sure it says nothing about our king. He is the king. Why is he great? What did he do? Well, he's the king. Oh my god, Keel. Keel, we need to keep a low profile. Also Keel. He's fundamentally different from people like us. Keel, buddy. Merity's just like, what are you talking about? This is what 3 Kids from the 6 would think. It's correct. It's real. You don't know about the illustrious king. Scientists. Look, I won't get stabbed for walking in the door. These muscly guards won't poke me with spears. Anyway, we're not heading there. Farrah's gotta believe. When has Keel ever been tossed out by a bunch of academics? Farrah's gotta believe in it. We're not higher. Ferry that runs to Barole. Wow, even commoners are allowed to stay here. Anyway, the tea kettle. Gently simmered cream stew. Alright, tell me about it. Cream stew has 5 ingredients. Bear meat, carrots, onions, milk, potatoes. Okay, yeah, no, that's legit. That'll do you. Thanks, Wonder Chef. I love you, Wonder Chef. So we have beef stew, and that's like attack plus HP. Cream stew. We don't have milk? Oh god, we don't have milk. But this is huge HP and also cure status. Well? Oh my, a big piece of garbage. That's my dog. Do you allow pets? Could you understand Merity there? Or like, maybe not, because Merity just picked up Quickie and then said some words and you're like, oh right, that's a living thing. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anyway, get the hell out of here. Eternia Castle and the Orbis Barrier. But yeah, we, down in Rasheen's, we heard very little about the monarchy. We just sort of know, I don't know, the king's the king. And, you can see how things are, out here. Reading the manual about the choker is the most hilarious thing to have learned. Okay, alright, let's hear the other side of this. Okay, alright. King versus God. Safefoot made the world! Anyway, welcome to Winter's Shop. We get another Widdock? You also kind of like have to like flutter it a bit, if that makes sense. All right, what do we got for purchases here? Iron wrist, round shield, and leather cape is an accessory in a world where we don't have any accessories. So let's buy a couple of those and like a chainmail. Yeah, that'll be fine. We have 2 reverse dolls. Wow. I guess I could farm those. It's your life. I'm so happy. Wow, okay. Hi. Oh boy. All right, let's hear. What are the common day rumors about Celestians? Okay, this is gonna be old man on the street. Okay. Uh-huh. They're giant fuzzy savages. 9 feet tall. To behold one is to have your soul removed. Celestians have long fingernails that can cut stone. Uh-huh. They're Yetis. 12 stories tall, unmarried radiation. It's a world of murder and violence. Oh boy. All we're missing is and it's our job to tame it at the end of this. They all hate Inferior. Nothing makes them happier. The king rules with an iron fist. There haven't been wars in hundreds of years because we have united around hating Celestians so much and blaming everything on them. Right, eat your vegetables, kids, or Celestians will get you. A young swordsman, a country girl, and a foreign dancer. Here we have the Imperial Playhouse. The Tale of Altus Vey. Let's go watch Act 1 for 10 whole gold. And there's Act 1. we have a play. It reminds me of the books we find in Trails. Everybody's fascinated by the 8 acts of the Tales of Altus Vey. So the way this works is that each act costs more than the previous. We can do Act 2 here. I was unprepared for Act 2. This is shorter than a book. It's a good tale. We'll leave it for the moment. We could go down there, but we're not going to go down there yet because we want to go to the Royal Observatory. And see if we can convince somebody, if it isn't okay, somebody will tell us. It's fine! Man. Claudio. Sosimos. The spheres of the heavens. Reed, you can't acknowledge the, like, party jumping in and out. That's a rule. But, no, I was just trying to help him. Look, no, Keel just... No, this is good for Keel, no. We're in the place where Keel should jump out and tell us about everything. It's important. Like, this is the most me place in the world. Zosimos was the first person to succeed in measuring the distance between the orbit surface and the Orbis barrier. The distance is 30 kilanges. So, like, 30 kilolanges? How much is that in Selges? Diameter of the safer ring is also 30 kilanges. Rotates slow clockwise, with one revolution taking 1 day. Understanding the Orbis physics using pictures. Oh, come on. You can't say that and then not show me the pictures. Is Eternia constant? A pillar of the world. If the sun is in the Orbis barrier, it's great, like, seeing we have the Melnick sphere of the world, but then it's like, wait, how do the physics of this place actually function with, like, the world in the sky and the sun in between? What is that? The Great Soaring Tree. Keel, I want Keel to tell me about the Great Soaring Tree. Good eyesight, dexterity, math, and a patience. The Bridge of Light, Fact versus Legend. Revised edition by Transom Belier. Ancient Myths. Thanks, Transom. We're not visitors. We're allowed here. Yeah, Transom Belier. It's always 30 kilometers. Never measure anything. The distance is consistent, never measure. Cut once, measure never. Do you take periodic measurements? I don't know, we did it like a couple of years back. Well, alright. Please, my thesis? Here's my thesis. So, we talked about this last time with Keel, where Merity showed up, told us about, like, the grand collapse, and Keel immediately was on in. Because Keel already has a thesis written. No! My thesis. We gotta go. It's no use. Can I read the... No, I want to read the books. Fine. We... Our buddy here, like... I don't think has a neck. Alright, fine. We're out. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. Okay, well, we couldn't walk into the King's Palace. We couldn't get the observatory to listen to us at all. That's not great. And, Keel's expectations being betrayed. Reed just like, hey, haven't you just been wrong all the time? It's like, shut the hell up. Alright, what if we talk to the church? Plan C. Couldn't get into the palace, couldn't get through the Royal Observatory. Let's go talk to the church. This is me holding square, by the way, to get the diagonal lock-in. It looks weird. Alright. I passed by here earlier. If no one else got me, Safer got me. Hopefully. Quickie. The god of creation, Quickie. Galvani. Merity just sits on down as everybody else kind of kneels. Okay. We got dark matter expansion in the Seyfert ring. Grand fall. I think it said collapse. Anyway, things maybe not going great. We, Keel's already tried passing this theory along a few times and has gotten kicked out of university, and, we are immediately under arrest. Like, just immediately.
There they are. Grab them.
Oh. We walked in and said, hey, you know that dark matter is growing. That's like a bad thing. We immediately are done. Anyway.
You're joking.
Damn.
No, I'm scared. Utoy muti, muti, tidunyanti.
I do not want to die here. Oh God. I suppose we've been threatened with stabbing. We've been sorry. That's an excellent exclamation point.
Reed? What now?
Good question.
I'm Captain Rowan Lamoa of the Imperial Guards.
Hi, Rowan. We've heard a little bit about you.
Surrender. Resistance is futile and will only hasten your deaths.
We're already being like... Everything's going great in Inferia. We said one bad thing about dark matter, and immediately, guards execute these four.
What are you gonna do with us?
Spreading lies all over town about the destruction of the world. Kneel before the king and accept your death sentence.
Death sentence? You mean...
What do we do? Shall we take a chance and rumble?
Surrender quietly. Think about it. It's a chance to gain the ear of the king.
Yeah, and receive the death sentence.
It's a one-shot chance to turn the tables.
I got you. I hope this works.
I I hope too.
I promise it'll work.
We surrender.
All right. Well, going and talking to the king, sadly has not worked out in our favor. We're just in a hole. Well. And Merity, like, I don't know what's going on. We aren't even getting our audience. We're just sort of like yelling from the bottom of a well, and the princess is like, not like physically, but metaphorically, but also physically. Rowan being pulled back and forth here. Well. You know what? What if we just call the Greater Cramel to get us the hell out of here? No? Well, that would have been a really nice way to, like, prove it, right? Like, I don't know, summon Undini in the room and be like, yeah, hey, what up? Well, Keel's ready to die. Oh my god, Keel. These plans have gone so horribly. Do you think Quickie's having fun? Like, do you think this is a problem for Quickie? I feel like, I don't know. Quickie's very fluffy. I don't know if how well Quickie floats. Like, Quickie is floating there, so. Farah just, look, we gotta go. Oh, there's a valve down there. You can see it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Anyway, we're good. Thanks for trying, Reed. Reed's like... Splat. Anyway, we got saved at the last second. The Chancellor found Keel's paper. "2,000 langes closer." You know, I kind of wish we had a little bit more of a, like, backing here that, like, we don't really get it, so we can't kill you yet. I'll take it, I suppose. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Alright. We finally got somebody on our side, though. Not the king, but, you know. Quickie. Thanks, Rowan. Alright, we get a look around the castle now. I think this says a lot about the Empire, that we got, like, the king and queen and princess have, like, specific seated chairs in front of the execution well. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's we have the ability to look around here. We absolutely should. Dark bottle. Damn, caught outside without their choker on. 100 days dungeon for you. Approach the empty I can't even talk to whomever this is. Hello? Hello? Okay, well. do you know? Yikes. Alright, we got... The gossip over here is deep. Lord Lewitt. We heard earlier about, as a commoner. Fondness for the yellow flowers. Wow, the queen sure sucks with that whole murder thing. You need to shut up. You need to shut up right now. You need to shut up right now. Lemon gel. Those two were close friends. Little bits of the royal drama. Oh God. Ah! 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 Oh God, I almost got stuck there. The kitchen's having a day. You know... If only there was some sort of wonderful chef to help out. I don't... Well... My word! A sacred area reserved for the people wearing the shiny chokers. Okay. Status symbol? Okay, okay. I want hamburger. The food of the common folk. Hamburger. I wish I could burger. The day of the Aurora War. Okay. Yeah, you got it. I wish I were a flower. But yeah, just there's Safer right there. God who created the world and also anyway. Hello. So you say hi to the princess. Oh, nothing. I would have here. Rip! Reed has taken just so many knockouts today. Okay. Let's take our room. Wiki. I love just how ridiculously over the top this is. We got arrested for like questioning unknown church doctrine, and we are like, look, you say that again, I'll put you to the sword myself. Yeah, like damn, Crystal. Yep. Merity's back to dancing. Oh, and yeah, look, we did it. Reed is just like, oh my god, I almost got executed like twice today. We went through the Forest of Ghosts. We don't have to be on this adventure anymore. Keel and Zazabos can figure it out. And then the king will do something. That's right. Keel finally gets to be at the Royal Observatory. Isn't being thrown out for theories against church doctrine. Verity's got to go home. No problem. Look at how giant and fluffy these beds are. We can fit 3 people. We can fit like 5 people in this thing. No. Reed curled up like a little dog. Yeah, okay. We still have, like, as we've seen in most of these scenes, like, communicating with Merity is difficult. In this, like, we are speaking another language over a magical earring. Also, sometimes we're just like, no, we're not going to tell you at all. Alright, Keel gets to operate the cool... Ooh, here we go. And here we have a high-res look at Celestia where we can see lights on the shore. Just a whole city. Thinking about it, the Royal Observatory, the Celestia and Inferia haven't talked for, interacted in thousands of years, but like, if we're gonna blame everything on them, like, I'd almost think of them as like the government, like the secret government agency, like the like being able to watch the skies and be like, ah, okay, yes. Like that's almost a spy network for a enemy you can't interact with. "2,000 years being able to look and see lights and nobody tried signaling." Okay, alright. Let's not bring up Merity. That could be seen as, like, taking credit for it, but it's more defensive than that. Like, actually, I probably shouldn't mention Merity, too. Oh god, Keel, you didn't sleep at all. Keel. Keel. Oh, hi, Ron. Mary, be married. Friends. This is a good point to bring up. We have the, like, earrings that allow us to speak to Merity, and that gets very loose very quickly. You know what I mean? Like... Oh, that's nice. Merity and the princess are friends. Yeah, let's take a nap. Projecting an aura. Yeah, it's... We just sort of roll with it. That's why I mention it. The translation bubble. Alright, let's head down and hear what the king has to say. We're trying really hard to, like, not let Arenda know anything about how dreadful things are being run here. When will he return? Our, mentioned love triangle, of course. Alright. Alright, Chancellor, read us in. What's going on? Uh-huh. Worlds fold together. Celestia and Furia boom. $100 some? Years? Days? We already said days. Why do we have a different... Years? Anyway. That's right, this is a malevolent Celestian plot. The evil, savage Celestians who have never heard of technology and know nothing of the world are also powerful enough to destroy the world and evil enough to do this. The enemy is strong and weak at the same time. If the crisis isn't steeped in nationalism, we can't do anything about it. Uh-huh. Yeah, Transon had a book on that. If the Bridge of Light is real, then we have a manifest destiny to uplift these savage Celestians who are destroying us. Well, thanks, Chancellor. Thanks for your help, Chancellor. Great. Glad to have your help, Chancellor. If climate change is real, we send the army in and shoot it. Well, this went great. I'm glad that our talk with the king kicked off, an attempted military campaign that I'm sure we still have a problem. Hey, Keel. Keel, you gotta... Like, what are you talking about? And this is, I think this is the center of Keel's biggest conflict that we have here. His drive for knowledge and the truth versus Zazubo's we are a hand of the king and have to serve him in all things. Keel, you're a smart guy. Don't do this. Transit Belir wrote a book about it and then left. Look, we already saved your life and then used you for, I guess we didn't use you as a figurehead for it, but, like, if we could have, we would have. Rowan, do I believe it? I'm not thinking about it at all. The king said it, therefore it must be true. I'm captain of the guard. Hey, isn't it weird that, like, the barbarous Celestians could do this? I'm sorry, are you thinking about it? I'll have you killed in the street. Again, our enemy is strong and weak. They must be. Anyway, all of this really just puts us in the driver's seat again. The king is basically using this as I won't even call it a military campaign, because it sounds like the Bridge of Light is a myth, an unknown, if it's real or not. We use it to keep morale going with your building your enemy of the world. But now we can ride boats. That's true. Whatever, let's just go do this ourselves. Like, let's just find the Greater Cramels and we'll find the Bridge of Light, which, like, somebody wrote a book on it, it's probably real. Are you good people or bad people? I always think about top scientists, like, the idea of just putting your top scientists on a research project like a Civilization game.
Now that we have a boarding pass, we can travel on a ship. Let's go to the port of Eternia.
Okay, sweet. I took, like, probably 3 hours to do a section of the game that would take, like, 40 minutes. I love it. I love exploring everything a game has to offer like this.
Demon Lightning Hammer!
I'm not...
Demon Hammer!
I like to explore the sides of a game. I generally am not huge on exploring the depth of, like, of the game. How do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it. Like, I love to see all of the fun details and things that are put into a game, but I don't want to grind to level 99. That doesn't do anything for me. Anyway. I thought we were gonna get to Sylph today. We are not getting to Sylph today. We're gonna hold here. Next time we'll get on a boat, go over the seas, and try to find another Greater Kramel. So, thank you all for joining. As I mentioned, and I'll mention a couple times, this is gonna move days. Thursdays are busy with some other stuff, so yeah. But yeah, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, follow, subscribe. Cool slimes, cool skulls. If you're following, you'll see when things go live, so when this shifts. Again, Friday is what I'm thinking. It gets a little weird because there's like a new Magic set release next week, and I want to use that day, so like that might go on Saturday or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, glad to have you all here. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.